trouble, ruin, ask Alma. Evil, do it, ask Alma. Time for viewing, ask Alma. Are you down, feeling low? Are trials weighing heavy on your mind? I know a place we can go. Sit back and unwind. Grab a seat, put up your feet, and we'll ask Alma. Ask her anything. She has a certain plan for being tough, but always fair. So if you need someone who cares, ask Alma. Problems big or small, she has the answers to them all. So drop your questions, have them solved by Alma. You can ask her anything. Trouble, ruin, ask Alma. Evil, do it, ask Alma. Time for viewing, ask Alma.
Hey, hey, hey. Hey, now come on in here. Come on in here and say hello to me. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Ask Alma. I am thrilled, thrilled, thrilled beyond measure that you are joining us this evening. Going to be a fantastic show. It is going to be a fantastic show. I don't want you to miss it. So, where are my cousins? Where's my godmother? Come on in here. Patrice, are you watching? I hope you are. Say hello to me if you are. Gail, Rosie, where y'all at? Hey now, hey now. I'm excited because we have some fantastic questions for you. And I had a conversation today with a woman that about something specific, and I want to bring it up to the panel. Wonder what they think about it, and I wonder what you guys think about it. It is a doozy, I might add. Um, I didn't offer her any advice, but when we were having a conversation, it was funny because I felt one way in the beginning, and by the time we finished, I was feeling a little bit differently. So, hello, 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 Andrea, one of my oldest friends, girl. We ain't gonna say how old. How are you? Hello, hello, hello. Call Dawn and tell her to log on so she can watch too. I am so, so happy to see you, talk to you. Well, Andrea, I can't see you, but I can read your messages. Um, it's time to bring in my other BFF, Dee Dee, Dee Dee, Dee Dee. Come on in here, girl.
Hey
Hey, hey.
guys, I missed you.
I
I
know.
know.
Last week. Oh
I
my
finally,
goodness. We missed you. How you
whatever
feeling?
was whatever was floating around, finally grabbed me by the throat. It was like, no, you need to lay down. So
Lay
I
down.
did. Yeah.
Yeah. And you feel
So I could
better.
be hit. I feel much better, much, much, much
Good.
better. Except
Good.
I'm in like report card mode right now, which is a whole nother angst. But I feel better physically. Yes, absolutely.
Good.
I'm so happy to be here.
You look gorgeous,
Oh,
girl.
thank you,
Let
thank
me
you.
might let me add.
Here
I
for the nap.
I
This is the
need a
nap
nap.
glow, right?
I need a nap, but um
Hi,
I ran into
Andrea.
a little bit of traffic getting home today.
Oh,
So I have not fed my family, my husband and my granddaughter. So I will be doing that after the show. Hi Pat, walk up. How are you? Good to see you with us. Good to see you.
I'm sure they would have traveled to some fantastic restaurant by the time you get off.
I think so.
Your
Ava's been
granddaughter.
down here twice, but she's like, "Are you mouthing? Are you on?" Yes. And I was putting on lipstick, before the show, and she goes, "Grandma, trust me, you are ready." I was like, "All right, girl, it's gonna be a good show
She's
tonight."
going to inherit the fortune. And she knows exactly how to do it.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Hi,
We
Pat.
had
Walk up.
I know. I'm so
Good
excited
to
to
see
see
her.
you, Pat. Yes, indeed. We have a great I was getting ready to say group, but two people wouldn't be a group. We have a great pair. So, pair instead of group. A great pair of friends joining us tonight. I think some of you may remember them from the last time they were on the show. Come on in. Come on in. We want to welcome Keisha and Ken.
Hey
Hey,
guys,
Hello.
good
how
to see
y'all
your faces.
doing? Good to
Great.
see y'all's faces.
Yep.
And Keisha and Ken are not related. They aren't
We're not.
twins. No.
Hey, we'll
And
play twins tonight. You know, that's
And we
how
might be
with a
cousins from way
yep,
back. You
something
never know.
dynamic duo tonight. So
that's right. Because Keisha, where are you originally from?
My family is from Cincinnati and Detroit.
Cincinnati and Detroit. And Ken,
hmm
where are you originally from?
Louisiana.
That's
Oh, yep.
right. Louisiana.
Yep.
I thought it was fun. So D, where you from?
New Jersey.
So you won't feel left out.
Oh, I didn't feel left out. I did not feel left out.
Where am I from? Alexandria, Virginia.
Virginia.
Yes, yes, yes. I thought it was funny. Gill was talking to me. Hi, Miss Barbara. That is that you guys remember her. That is Jackie's mom. Jackie.
Ah,
Jackie.
Yes.
okay.
Yep, Jackie.
Picnic.
Gill was talking. Actually, I was getting ready to tell you a story about Jackie. That's what threw me off. Like looking at her mom's name pop up, I was
Oh,
like,
wow. That's cool.
But it was funny because Gill was talking to me. He was like, "How's your friend Jackie?" I was like, "Which one?" Because I know like three
Yeah.
Jackies, and he was like, "Jackie from Kentucky." I was like, "I don't know anybody from Kentucky." So he was like, Jackie is from Kentucky. I was like, I don't have any friends named Jackie from Kentucky. I don't know what you're talking about. So later, I was talking to Jackie. I go, Jackie, where you from? She was like, Kentucky.
Kentucky.
I was like,
Oh.
wait, girl, I've been knowing you 15 years.
Right.
You never know.
Right.
I didn't know you from Kentucky. She was like,
Isn't
you
that
never
where she
asked.
lives now?
Yeah, she was like, you never asked. I was like, I
Oh,
thought you were from
wow.
Alexandria. She was like, no, that's just where I lived when I met you. I was like, oh, okay,
That's
girl.
funny.
I
That's
know,
funny.
right? Because
Wow.
I forget to ask that question. But my husband,
Never
retired
forgets.
military,
Yes.
Oh
will
yeah.
always ask you, where are you
He
from?
could probably name every person you know and where
Right.
they're from.
Yes.
He
Yeah.
knows.
I think
Yeah.
I would
But it's
agree
funny
with
that you
you.
said that about the Jackies. Like we know several Robins. And
Yes,
they all
we
have
do.
like we got praying Robin and we got
Mhm.
photo Robin. Like
Yeah.
everybody has
Right.
everybody has a name.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. We have a lot of Jackies too. And I mean, one called one day, and she's like, "I'm gonna speak to Charlotte." And I'm like, "Who's calling?" She says, Jackie. And I'm like, "You gonna have to tell me which one you are, because really I didn't recognize her voice, but we know like 4 Jackies for sure."
Yes, Jackie is a popular name. That reminded me of something else that was funny when Gill and I got married. So y'all know I'm Alma Gill, and my husband, we call him by our last name, Gill. His first name is Elmer, and that's a little bit too close to Alma, so we just go with Gill. So when we first got married, like first week, the phone rang and I said hello, and a woman said, "Can I speak to Junior?" I said, "You have the wrong number." So she hung up.
Oh, another name.
Then the phone rang again. I said, "Hello, is Junior there?" I said, "I don't know. What number are you trying?" So she told. I said, "Well, that's this number, but no, we don't have a Junior here." She said, "Oh, okay, well, thank you." We hung up. So I go out in the garage because after a while I'm thinking, wait, I haven't met all of his sisters. He had 5 sisters. I had only met 3. Uh, and hey, Diva, Mary Lou is
Bye,
with
Mary
us.
Lou.
And I go out to the garage. I go, "Does your family call you Junior?" He goes, "Yeah." I was like, you might wanted to tell me that.
Somebody just called. I don't know
I
who
know, right?
it
You
was.
know,
Oh, it was. They
somebody's
called a
been-
couple of times. Junior.
that
That's
person
right.
on the other end. What's wrong with this woman? He done married.
Yeah.
or like you need to go through nicknames,
Yes.
That's
and all
true.
that sort
That's
of
true.
thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was
Yeah.
We all
hilarious.
have one nickname that we don't repeat as an adult, and then someone will
Uh,
show up and ask for you.
that-
You're like,
that's
I don't know
exactly
who that
right.
is.
That's
You
exactly
know
right.
what is hilarious? My nickname when I was like 10, 11, and 12 from the kids was Elmer Fudd. So my
Oh,
husband's name
Oh,
is
Elmer.
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 Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was
Oh,
telling
that's cute.
somebody, I was telling Ava, Lord, my granddaughter, this is the last thing I'm saying about her. But so she asked me if I had a nickname. And I said, when I was young, they called me Elmer Fudd. I said, and then I grew up and married Elmer, your grandpa. She goes, oh, a cartoon character. Girl, you are right on that one. Yes, I did.
Yeah.
And you know she's gonna file that for later.
Yes.
Mhm.
That is gonna come up again.
Yeah.
Ernest Evans, I'm from Cambodia. No, you are not.
There's a Cambodia, Virginia.
Cambodia,
I was
Virginia.
getting ready to say that. Where is
Ah,
that?
right. Where I
That's
never
my cousin who I love dearly. I don't know what he was
Oh, okay.
talking about.
Cambodia.
I think you were born in Alexandria too, Ernie. Where is Cambodia? Fill us in on that one because I never heard of Cambodia. So, okay, you guys, we got 4 questions tonight. Well, for the
Get it.
newbies, let me talk to my new viewers for a minute. Welcome to the show. We are so glad you're here. I have a disclaimer that I read every week, and we go through 4 questions, 3 or 4 questions that were submitted, and offer our kind advice. Right, y'all? Kind, right?
Nice.
We always kind. We straight up, but we're not brutal. We're gonna still be straight up, but we'll be kind about it. So the disclaimer is all materials and information presented on this episode for general information and entertainment purposes only. The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed are those of the host and the guests participating on the show. They do not represent the views of NNPA, National Newspapers Publishing Association. Publishers Association. There you go. So if I say something and y'all don't like it, you can still email them. don't email me. Although I read that thing and say it,
Yeah.
you might want to reach out to them. They gave us the time, so here we go.
Lord have mercy.
That is
Oh,
funny.
man.
So we've got 4 questions, you guys. Are you ready?
These are new
Ready.
questions. These are the retro questions tonight.
These are retro questions
Okay.
tonight. Yes, we are doing retro questions, and that were not with this group. So we should have
Okay.
some new.
I can't
Although
even.
I did tell you guys, I do want. I had mentioned that I had a conversation with a
Oh,
woman
yeah.
today.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
let me mention
Mhm.
that real fast, and we don't have to linger on it. I'm just curious as to what you guys will say. So I had a conversation with a woman today, and her mom is 86, and her mother had surgeries and a couple of different things, health issues, and now she drinks, like to the point where she gets drunk.
Mhm.
And so she was saying, like, I don't know what to
Mhm.
do. I don't know how to handle it, blah, blah, blah. And I said, which is why I'm interested in what y'all gonna say. I was like, your mama 86. And let her be drunk in the chair
Every
and call it
day.
a day.
First,
Like, I just,
that was,
All the
okay,
live
baby.
long day.
that was the first thought that came to mind. Let her
Oh,
drink.
Yeah.
good. Okay.
What's they gonna do? Kill her?
Right.
that's the
Like, girl.
Listen.
yeah.
If I live to be 86, I'm gonna be walking around naked. I mean, I'm gonna do exactly what I
Wow.
want to do when I feel like it. I'm just
I was thinking, like, and I said that to her, and I didn't want to walk when I walked away. It wasn't that I wasn't caring about
Yeah,
her mom or about her
Mhm.
or even the situation, but I was like, girl, don't go in there and try to fix your mother. Those aren't the
Yeah.
conversations y'all should be having.
Right.
Make it a
Yeah.
love moment every time you see her,
Right.
and move the
Absolutely.
glass.
Yes.
Like
Right.
if you're there, then you move the glass. But when
Right.
you're not
Yep.
there,
Right.
whatever, because
What-
at that age,
Yeah.
you earn it.
Right.
Do
Right.
what you need
Well,
to
you know,
do.
my mother's 85 and she's diabetic, but when she says go get me an ice cream sandwich, don't argue with her.
Here you go.
I get the ice cream sandwich.
Here you go. Right.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
'cause
she earned the right to eat that ice
That's
cream
right.
sandwich. She
Yeah.
is given the
Exactly.
ability to eat whatever she
Yeah.
wants.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
right.
And the crazy thing is, people, as you see in the movies, people will find a way to get.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
You know, I mean,
Yeah.
they
They can
find
get
a
what they
way
want.
when they're in the
Yeah.
hospital and everything, they find a
Yeah.
way to get stuff, and
Yeah.
it's just like you
Yeah.
let it
Let
go.
them have it. Let 'em
Because
have it.
one of our producers said, "That's all she doing."
Yeah, right, right,
Really,
right.
I know she ain't, it could be a whole lot of other things that she's doing. I can remember, my mom was about 83 at the time, and we had gone to a doctor's appointment, and they were telling her different things were going on with her kidney. And when we were riding home, I was like, "Mom, were you listening? Did you hear what the guy said? Blah blah blah." She was like, "Mm-hmm, mm-hmm." I was like, "So, do you have questions? What do you think?" She said, "I think I'm gonna die from kidney disease. I ain't changing nothing." I was like,
But
okay. They
there's
wanted her to get on a treadmill and do all this
yeah,
stuff. She was like,
and
I
none
ain't
of
doing
that
none
was
of that.
happening.
Yeah,
There's
None
a
of that.
community, there's a senior community here that in Florida that's it's well known, but it's also very, they are what's the word, affluent.
Mhm.
And they're all seniors. They have one of the highest STD rates in the
I
state
read that story.
because they are just swinging. Okay,
Listen.
it is.
right.
They might have one dude to 14 women, and they're all taking part. They are
Hey.
not holding back.
And don't nobody want to get married.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I don't want you to be my
For what?
husband. You can
Those
just come by
benefits, the
on
grandkids have
Thursday.
already locked in those benefits. They are not sharing them. You go ahead and have a good time.
Yeah.
Exactly. As a matter of fact, don't come by at 8. You need to come by at 2:30.
I bet you.
I'm gonna be busy.
Right, because at 4
Before
o'clock,
the
I'm
happy hour.
Okay. With a
exactly.
bid whist tournament and then some fun
Yeah,
times.
right.
Go-karts.
Okay. Got things to do.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. I am really glad that you guys sort of
Yes.
felt the same way
Oh,
I
yeah.
did. Because
Mhm.
I kind of felt bad for a minute, but
Right.
yeah, I was thinking at that age,
Let her do
hey,
what she
Yeah.
wants.
do your thing.
Right.
Sean, how are you?
Hey, Sean.
Good to see you. Now that Sean is here, we can get started because I'm
start.
also waiting for Sharon. Y'all know every week, Pat, Sharon, Sean. I don't know where Tracy is. I might have to send her a text. She may have fallen asleep.
And
But
DJ.
anyway, right. And DJ, where are they?
I googled
So-
Cambodia, Virginia. Doesn't exist.
All it comes up is from Virginia to Cambodia.
I get to Cambodia from
I get the
Virginia.
same
Well,
thing.
I got the Virginia or Cambodia VA benefits.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Ah.
no, that's not the same thing.
Not the
Ernie,
same.
where is Cambodia? Let us know. Or look, did you type in Alexandria and it auto corrected
Right.
to Cambodia?
Is it that bad over there now? They're calling it Cambodia.
Cambodia.
Oh no, it's new, girl. You wouldn't even recognize it.
Oh, wow.
It is brand new. All right, let's hit it. We're gonna get started because we have some good advice to give. Let's check out question number 1.
Hi, Alma. Hi, everybody. First of all, happy belated birthday to Alma and Dee. I miss you guys. I'm tonight's video volunteer reader, and I have a question. Dear Alma, my 70-year-old mother lives with me. She and I had a decent relationship growing up, but I hope to make it better during this time in our lives. I try to keep my mother engaged and fully a part of my life. I have dinner parties so she can meet my friends, coworkers, and socialize. I had my best friend and her husband over a few months ago, and my mother whispered something to her husband at the dinner table. There was a moment of awkwardness, but I just let it go. I asked my friend about it later, and she said her husband said it was inappropriate but wouldn't tell her what my mother said. I asked my mom about it, and she told me to mind my business. I'm feeling some kind of way about it and would like to know what happened. What advice would you give?
Mind your business. But I forgot about this question. Do you remember this question?
I'm like, who was upset about who said what? Like, I didn't.
So I'll do a recap. We want to
The
thank
husband was
Joan for being a
uncomfortable.
VVR.
Hi,
It
Joan.
was good to
Thanks,
see
Joan.
Joan. So there's a woman whose mom now lives with her.
Mhm.
The mom is pretty much is older, 70s. And so she had friends over for dinner, a couple. And while they were at the dinner table, the mom leaned over and whispered something in the husband's ear. The
Mm.
woman didn't hear it, nor did his wife. I guess they were on the other side of the table. So the woman asked the mom, "What'd you say to him?" And she said, "I'm not going to tell you because I was talking to him. I wasn't talking to you."
Okay.
And so his wife said, "What did she whisper to you?" Because it was kind of awkward for a minute. And he said, "It was inappropriate, but I'm not going to tell you what she said."
Okay.
And so the daughter is like, "I want to know. I want to know what my mom said." So, what advice do we have for her? Hi, Richard Phipps.
She
Um,
doesn't want to know. She thinks she wants to know, but she probably
but is
Nah,
doesn't
it
want
her
to know.
is it her business?
No,
Like I was jokingly
nah,
saying, mind your business, but like, does she have to tell her?
no. She don't
no.
have to tell her. And for what? What is it gonna
Right.
do but make everybody more uncomfortable and
Yeah. Something.
weird?
Yeah. Whatever she said, it was sort of like what we were talking about the older lady
Right.
today, my friend's mom.
Right.
Like,
Hmm.
You better say, I remember you from that party. Remember
Yeah.
back in
Right.
1970, before
Yeah.
you had that wife. Or,
Oh, yeah.
she looked like she gonna be gone soon. Call me.
Yeah. 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 I think. Yeah. She just needs to realize she's not going to be in control of that
Yeah.
situation. I mean,
right.
again, you're
Right.
same thing as before. Your mom, she's kind of doing her own thing, and it's only
Yeah.
so much you can limit. All she can do is kind of, if that's necessary, apologize to the gentleman.
Right.
If he said it was something inappropriate, she can apologize, but that's the most you can do and move on. You can't
Yeah.
pull that out of your mom. She's not gonna
Yeah.
tell you, and she wouldn't do it anyway.
She
Just
probably
maybe
said,
the next.
she's yours.
Yeah.
Hi, Gail.
I think inappropriate is the word we use to make people back off. It may not have been inappropriate at all. He may actually have liked it, but he just did not want to invite, get all of that stirred up at the dinner table. But either way, it's just let it go.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah,
If
could have,
she wanted at 70, if she wanted everybody at the table to know,
she
she'd have
would have
said it
said it.
out loud.
All right.
right.
Well, it's bothering the daughter more than it's bothering
Anybody
everybody
else.
else.
Anybody
Right.
That's
else?
that's
Yeah.
what that's what that is. So
And I think I attributed that to she just moved her mom in, and I'm thinking she wants to have friends over.
yeah,
And so if her mother is whispering,
yeah,
she can't hear what she's saying.
yeah,
But
She wants it to be a happy family and happy and everybody comfortable. And you don't have control over if everybody gels and if everybody's comfortable,
that's
if
right.
everybody
right,
gets along. If
right,
they were uncomfortable, they won't come over anymore. You're just gonna have to see them
Right.
at other places. But
yeah,
Right.
right,
Right.
right.
you can't
Well, if it's
control your
just
mama,
You
first of
have
all.
control of that. Yeah, yeah,
if it's
No.
just four of them, she had to be in his lap in order for no one else at the table to hear.
yeah.
Like, what, she got an 8-chair dining room table or something? Like, I don't know why she couldn't hear her in the
I
first
think
place.
you can whisper something in somebody's ear.
In a
Probably
four,
could. Right.
I have said something to Gil that I didn't want anybody else to hear, and he heard me.
yeah, but
And
Right.
but
Yeah.
y'all are trained to do that. Like, you've been doing that for decades. We're talking
maybe
about,
this
Yeah.
woman has, you
It
know?
depends.
exactly.
Yeah,
That's what I
yeah,
said. She said,
yeah.
"Oh,
Right,
she
right.
yours, right?"
Yeah. Yeah,
Right.
everybody whispers differently. Some people
Yes.
can have it down to a science, but it's just that's kind of like trying to
Don't.
control the uncle, in the
Right.
movies where
Right.
they're just kind of
Exactly.
doing their own thing. It's just
Okay.
kind of who they are. So
And talking back. And
yeah,
that too, yeah, I think that is the advice that we want to give her. Let it go because you
Right.
can't control everybody and everything. And however your mother responds to any of your friends, it is not a reflection of you.
yeah,
That's the
No.
one thing that I am
Yeah.
finally learning about myself too. Like I'm giving her that advice like it's super easy, but it's not. Like you raise kids, are a caregiver for parents, you do all these things, and then when they do something you don't like or you don't agree with, I think we take it personally
Hmm.
yeah,
when
yeah, yeah.
we don't. They are who they are,
Right, right.
and
Right.
the things that they do, they have chosen to do it, and it really is not a reflection of you.
And
Hi,
sometimes,
Bessie.
doing it longer than we've been alive. So it's like, it's
Yeah,
not.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
It really
yeah,
does
yeah,
not has had nothing to do with us.
yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
I watched this thing sort of like a TED Talk thing, and the guy it was a physician, and he was basically saying like now more than ever parents feel responsible for the choices that their kids make or the things that they say or
Hmm.
what they succeed at or what they fail at more than any other time in history. And it really is not a reflection of
Of you.
us. They were like, no, your kid is
Wow.
your kid. They are who they are. I
You
was
give
glad to
them
hear
all
That's
the
a
that.
hard
tools.
pill to swallow, though. That's a
It is.
hard.
Yeah, very.
You
It
give them all the
is.
tools they need, and you hope that they
Yeah.
go off and be,
Right.
fabulous adults. But it's not your fault if they're
No,
not.
no. And the guy was saying like each individual person is born with like 400 individual entities of who you are and who you will
Okay.
become and all that stuff. And that, you're born with that. It isn't
Mm,
because your parents sent you to a particular daycare or because, you had
Mm,
two aunts and one uncle. Like none of that has
right.
anything to do with it. They said
Mhm.
mhm.
environment was important, but characteristics are similar, because which is true because I've noticed, even in my own life with my son Josh, who was raised by his stepfather and the whole thing that we did, with adoption and that, but he had mannerisms of his biological
Gotcha.
father, who he, lived in the house with for 1 year.
Yeah.
So
Right.
it's not
Mhm,
like he saw it and did it. And
mhm.
so when I watched this thing that the guy was talking about, I thought that is very, very true. And I do things like my mother that I really don't want to do.
Like, ooh,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
my
Right.
mother's
Right.
voice
Right.
just came out of my mouth.
Right.
Oh my
Right.
goodness. I'm working on
Yeah.
that every day, every day. So
Well,
yeah.
you think about it, like serial killers. You don't teach your kid to be a serial killer,
No,
and
no.
sometimes those are just things that happen in
Yeah.
you that you
Yeah.
can't control.
Yeah.
Mm,
So Ken and Keisha, y'all still have children in your house. You
yeah.
do the best you can, and that's it.
Right.
That's because I
Yeah.
also think like growing up. I don't know if you guys had this experience too, where it was siblings, and the
Mhm.
one kid who was just bad as hell grew up to be
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
fine, and the
Yeah.
one that
Yeah.
Yeah.
sat there and didn't say
That's right.
anything
That's right.
it grew up
Uh,
to be an ass.
Psychopath, right?
that's right.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you
That's
never
right.
know. You
Yeah.
never know. Yeah.
That's very true.
Mm.
Tina says she's been a little under the weather, but she's feeling better. Thank you, Tina. And she says she's sorry she missed my aunt's service. My aunt Bernice, she was 100 and she passed
Oh,
away.
God bless her.
We had a great
Mm.
service, and I read her obituary. And of course, when I introduced myself, I also had to add that I was her favorite niece. Thank
Of
you.
course. Of course you. Of course you are.
Of
Of
course.
course,
Of
I had to
course
let the
you
people
are.
know.
Well,
Yeah.
who didn't know that?
Everybody
Had to
knows.
let the
Yeah,
people
Has to
know.
be the
that's
two
a
people in the
given.
back. The
I
two
know.
people in
Who
the
didn't
back
know
didn't
that?
know,
Who
right?
didn't know that?
That's a
She
given.
had so Aunt had 7 children, and
Mhm.
they had children. Their children had I mean, if she was 100, we going on and on, but they didn't list the 85 great and great great
Wow.
grandchildren
Oh,
that she had. That's a lot. That's a
that's a
whole lot
lot.
in it.
It's
Wonderful.
huge.
Yeah. I got one granddaughter. We'll fade out in a couple of years. But she is a joy. She is a
Yeah, there
joy.
we go.
Okay, you guys, let's listen to the next question.
Hi everyone, my name is Patrice and I'm this week's VVR for Ask Alma. Here's the question. Dear Alma, my 59-year-old father may have conceived a child with his 28-year-old girlfriend. I say may because his girlfriend sleeps around and everybody in town knows it. My father is raising this child as his own. He asked my siblings and me to accept this baby and his girlfriend in our lives. He wants them included to family parties, holidays, birthdays, cookouts, etc. I believe that before we welcome this conniving duo into our family, he needs to take a DNA test. How do I suggest this without getting him mad at my sister and me? My brother says it's not our business. What do you think?
Okay, we're gonna start with you, Keisha.
It's not her business. It's not her business. They not the first family that has a questionable child in it.
Right.
Like you bring all the babies along and you love them, and then if it come out, it come out, and then y'all deal with
Right.
the fallout. But
Right.
you
Yeah.
can say, Daddy, have you got? I mean, I think that I think there is a respectful way to say, Dad, are you sure? Have you ever considered taking a DNA test? But if he balks at it, or he has attitude, or he doesn't, you get a negative response,
Yeah.
leave it alone. He's again just like the mother.
Yeah.
This man almost 60 years old. What you
And like, does he care? He already told
No,
you that.
he
Is
clearly
he?
don't care.
Right.
listen, he got that little young tender, and he
Thank
happy
you.
about it. Got him another second chance at the fatherhood stuff that he got wrong 20 years ago.
Exactly.
Let that man go ahead and be a daddy to that baby.
Yes, yes, yes. Ken, what you got to say?
Yeah, the theme of the night is it's none of your business. That's for sure. That's for sure. But you know, just to piggyback on Keisha, I mean, so whether it's his or not, he's raising this child and he's putting the child in this environment and bringing them to family events. It's not like he's throwing it in their face. He's just doing what he does, and that's the family structure he wants to have. If he's not throwing your face, he's raising the child, bringing them to the events, everything, not being disrespectful about it. I don't see any problem.
It is. My mother used to say, "You feed them, they baby."
Girl.
Continue on. He's taking care of that baby, so I'm good with that.
And they're all grown, right? Yeah, they're grown.
They're all adults. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Well, our producer says can't nobody get pregnant. So just be clear about that.
Right. Exactly.
He was in the room when it happened. Okay.
As long as he's not asking for money or asking her to contribute at all to the situation, then how is it affecting her in any way?
I'm sure it takes money away from the adult children who.
How?
Yeah. Because
you're just assuming that man got money like that.
Right,
everybody don't have no
inheritance.
But listen to the. And I don't know, but listen, I heard conniving in the question.
That's what she called.
So listen to though there's a sense of bitterness there about some other things. And that when I heard that, I was like, wait, there's some other stuff going on too.
But the other is still none of their business. Like he chose the girl that sleeps around or is conniving, any of those things. And those are her words.
Right.
Those are her words. She may just not like her because they went to high school together. Like, it might be. There's all kinds of reasons why she's not feeling. And then part of it is you don't want your parent to be embarrassed. You don't want the town talking about how your dad is with this, Jezebel.
Yeah, she did. That's right, Bessie. She called the baby conniving too. And the baby is a baby. I don't like when people call the baby's name.
Yeah, the baby's innocent. The baby's innocent in all this.
Yeah. And you know who would always describe himself in that way? President Obama. Remember, he would say, I came from a single mother household. You don't know how a kid is ever going to turn out. Right. So, but the other thing, I think, like you said, Dee, maybe they went to high school together or something. But the other thing,
there seems to be some kind of bitterness between the adult women and the woman, and they're not really even considering that the father is smart enough to decide who he wants to be with. Yeah. He probably had, he might have had to pick of the litter, but he could choose, whoever he wanted to be with. He chose her. So they can accept that or, kick rocks.
And at almost 60 years old, he's counted the cost.
Yeah.
He's been at this for a minute. And so he's not dumb.
Right. And D, I think he got some coins, D. I don't know. I think if I'm a young woman and I'm gonna hang out with you and you're a much older man, I'm gonna need you to be paying at least one bill. And it needs to be one of right, Keisha.
Yeah. 2 bills. Well, it's gonna be at least one.
He may be paying all of them. She may be living in his house. And he may be paying
Yeah, exactly.
And I think they do have a problem with her reputation around town. I mean, we know that, but I think they have a really big problem with that, and that's.
But we all know one. Yeah, I was gonna say we all know one young lady who was accused of all those things, and it wasn't true. So
and you know what?
Her.
And the way I feel on this side is 60. Good for her. She did what she did when she was young. She moved on. You know what I mean? Like, because that is funny to me. I don't know what, like, getting older. To me, I'm releasing a lot of these do not do's on the list I had. Like, I'm thinking back on it, like, okay, why did I not go to the party on Tuesday night? Like, it's anything.
Well, it's just about, I mean, not to be too graphic, but on this side of this close to 60, when you talk about intimacy and sex, it's like you can finally do it and have no worries.
None.
You don't have to worry about babies. You ain't got to worry about all this other stuff. I think you should be like, throwing like it out of both pant legs and enjoying it.
Sounds like he is.
Right.
like that.
I think men have always done it.
Mentioned.
I think men have always done it, and the women that would be his age are like, well, I don't know. I'm like, do it, girl, just do it. We've had that question. I met a guy. Should I go out with him? Should I, be intimate with him? Yes, you should, and you should enjoy it and move on.
Right.
Go to the nursing home.
Listen, they're getting it in over there.
I mean, hey,
they passing out. They passing out condoms.
Everyday thing. In-house.
Right, exactly. In-house.
With the applesauce and stuff. Little condom on the tray.
Negotiating your snack to get attention.
Right.
Applesauce and condoms.
Bob is working the room. He comes in and they're all eyeing him to figure out who's going to get him on Tuesday. Yes.
With his white shoes on. White shoes, white
and his belt. And his belt to match.
All the way up.
And they don't have to drink and drive. They can just drink.
They right at home.
That's right.
Back to the mama that's drinking.
Full circle, right?
This is about seniors living their best life.
That's right. That's the theme of the show. Everything's connected.
That is funny.
Oh, that's good.
I like that. Condoms and applesauce. Hi, Leah. How you doing, girl? Call me back. I know you called. I called you. You called me back. I need you to call me back again. Okay.
Hey, Leah.
So, for those who don't know, Leah is my niece. I give her a hard time on the show every week. I just have to because it's all in love. Sean, are you ready for? Are we telling
this lady to just stop worrying about him and his baby and his? Yeah.
Look, your daddy gonna do what your daddy want to do. And if you can't be nice to the woman and the kid, step off. Like, don't not your place to make it a difficult situation.
Right. Thank you, Leah.
It is like up to you to be kind or be quiet.
Right.
And that's it.
And enjoy the little boy. Like, he's a kid. And he could be a lot of fun. Just,
He could be. Exactly. Right. He could be the one that's taking care of you when you get old.
Exactly.
You never know.
You got to groom at least one of them.
Mess around and listen, a blood transfusion, the only person that can do it is this little baby.
That's right.
You never know.
Jasmine. Let's see. What did Jasmine say?
I think if he's asking them to accept it and participate, he should consider their feelings. I don't know if he wants to kick it with the young and great, but don't ask your grown kids to help you keep shorting. Yeah, I think we agree with that.
Right, yeah.
They don't have to be friends.
No, he just said he wanted them to be able to attend the holiday functions. So, holiday functions are
important. I'm coming, I'm bringing my baby and my girl, and I don't want to hear any more about it.
Yeah. And a lot of times, that's the only time you see some relatives.
Right.
Thanksgiving and Christmas.
And now with so many blended families, I've gone to my ex's family, and it's 12 ex-wives, and it's
right. I have been to things. Yeah. I've been to things, and it's multiple ex-wives or ex-husbands, and people are all getting along, and I do think that's fantastic.
That's how it should be.
It really should be, because you're actually doing that for your kids and your family.
Because there's still those people who are related, right? My my in-laws are still my son's family, so we should be able to get along, right?
Yeah, that's a good thing. Yay! Thank you, Jasmine. Okay, Jasmine, we got another question coming up. You ready? All righty, let's go.
Hey, Alma, I met a man. I like him very much, and it's been about 4 months now, and things are moving along smoothly. He is handsome. He's a gentleman. He's a college graduate with a good job, his own place, and his own car. He wines and dines me, and I'm having the best time I've ever had in my whole life. Here's my question. Before we get ready to get it on, he wipes me down from head to toe and in between with large hospital bath wipes, and I don't know why. He isn't rude about it. He's very gentle. I'm an average-sized woman without any medical conditions, and I just don't understand it. I bathe and shave myself regularly and keep myself clean and presentable. No, I have not said anything to him directly because I want to know what you think. Is this weird, or am I overreacting?
Dee Dee.
You know,
Okay,
this question has stuck with me. We've been doing this for 2 years. Every time somebody mentions the question, this is the question. Foolishness! Run, girl, run! First of all, you haven't said anything to him, but you want to ask us? No. Hospital size. I hope he works in a hospital. Hospital size. Everything at the hospital is 4 times the size that we buy in the store.
Why do y'all think it's weird for the brother to wipe his down?
Twin sheet size wipes.
No, ma'am.
No.
I mean, if he wanted to make sure she was clean, they could take a shower together. That's weird.
Yes.
But there's something else there.
You know what it made me think of? I thought about Dexter. Remember that?
Yes.
Although I'm not saying that's her boyfriend. I don't know. but
you know what is always fascinating with all these questions is they list all these things that are good about him. The car thing is weird to me because I'm thinking by the time you're that age, you should have a car. And he has a nice car. Like, shouldn't he have a car by now?
But it sounds like the dating scene is pretty.
It is not
terrible,
that
so
limited.
They might not have a car.
It is not that. It is not that limited. Like if you live in DC, you live in the city. There's a good possibility you might not have a car. That's that happens if you live in the city. But that's irrelevant. The point is
that is true. Maybe he thinks it's foreplay, and just like Mary Lou said, he may have OCD, so that's his.
Foreplay is reciprocal. Like whatever foreplay is supposed to be for both of you.
That leads to
pull that wipe out. I'm like, baby, you got to go.
Yeah. Well, D, that leads into what I was saying. What is she doing during this time when he's doing? What is she saying? What is she? Or she just sitting? I mean, that's got to be really weird and really uncomfortable.
Or y'all, is she funky?
She says no. She says she cleans herself. But she shaves.
Okay,
she doesn't have any health conditions.
That's what she said. But
it doesn't matter.
It may not be true.
Okay, but still, should he be pulling out wipes?
Yeah, I mean, because that's not.
Well, he should. If he thinks that there's something wrong with her hygiene and they're getting along, they're having a good time, he should say, hey baby, after you eat whatever pork chops, you smell a little porky. whatever.
That's my. But that's my husband John talking about how you pull out the wipe again.
You know how, first of all, you know how hard it is to get a wipe out of a container. You got this dude pulling out this gigantic hospital-sized wipe. And you want you just laying on the bed in your finest lingerie waiting for that? No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Wow. Yeah,
I mean, he ain't lathering her down in Vaseline, so
he might as well.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so
okay. When we have a man on the panel, can.
So you saying Vaseline would be better than the wipe down with the wet wipes?
Yeah, because you can get
because that could be a massage. That could be a massage type thing.
That can seem kind of sexy.
But like I said, I'm sitting here thinking, and I'm like wiping somebody down.
They don't smell like jasmine and lavender.
Like not even like a bath cloth, like a hospital wipe.
I mean, that's weird in itself. This big old thing, and but like I said, wiping somebody down, Vaseline, whatever, that's like a massage or whatever. But taking a wipe, I mean, what's going through her head if they haven't talked about this? You're cleaning me off, like getting me the way that
like a cat.
I'm trying not to say too much here, but that's
so is there anything in your house that you use wipes on? Windows, furniture. Do you know what is required to wipe it with that? So he is cleaning her up. She is gone.
You got to go to a medical supply place to get that. Like you have to make a special trip.
Yeah.
Unless he purchases them by the bulk.
Yeah.
Bulk is from Amazon.
But now so if she doesn't want to ask.
I thought the same thing. He might be a nurse. Yeah, clearly.
Yeah, and see that's starting to turn into a movie, right?
That is something that requires therapy, like you said, that we cannot offer.
Yeah. So she needs to kind of watch if she doesn't want to ask him. Some I think somebody mentioned like OCD.
Stop.
No. I'm saying to see what is he the kind of person that wipes stuff down, just so you will know. You know what I'm saying? Just so you know, is this the kind of thing? Is this the thing he
I'm
into?
right there with you.
Just so she will know. If she's not going to straight up ask him, just kind of watch around and see.
At this point, it's 3 or 4 months in the relationship, we're going to assume that they have been intimate. He's done this more than once. She doesn't
several times.
She doesn't think it's weird. She just wants somebody else to give her permission to continue with this foolishness because.
Or she doesn't think she's gonna find anybody better, and so she's gonna deal with being uncomfortable. Now that's a problem.
Yeah,
like,
but you're only uncomfortable about the wipes. Like everything.
Can you imagine? Like the first time he pulled out the wipe, I would be like, "What you doing?"
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, is this a role play, foreplay thing?
She's definitely allowed it.
And this is not the first
Absolutely
time.
Not.
That is it's so problematic on so many levels. And the fact that she hasn't said anything to him is extreme.
Yeah.
Hey,
Charlene,
it is the fact that she hasn't said anything. I'm looking at I've known Charlene and Ken, like almost their entire marriage, and I can't even imagine them having that conversation.
I can't imagine.
They'd be buried in the basement. Charlene be like, "You better get on out of here."
Yeah.
Manny said the wiping off thing is just a turn off.
Yes. So that's why I asked, what is she doing during this time while she's just sitting there looking at him?
Just waiting as he prepared.
That's what I'm saying. You're getting prepped to.
Yes, like a turkey.
Everybody like, wouldn't you be like, "Oh, babe, no, just get a bath club."
I think
you know what I mean. Like, wouldn't you
like you said,
if he approached me the first time, I would say, "Oh, am I a little offensive? Let me go take a shower real quick. I'll be right back."
Right.
Yeah. You start doing the sniff test to make sure you're good.
Right.
And you say, "I got this." You say, "I got this. I'm gonna take care of it. I'll be right back. Go have a glass of wine.
Right. Yeah. He should have asked the question at the very beginning. Really, because that would have made me very uncomfortable, and I would have just kind of asked the question, "What?"
If a woman did that to you, if a woman that you were dating pulled out wipes, what would you do?
Stop. What are you doing? I mean, for real, because you don't know how to take that.
You stop, drop, and roll right on out of there.
I mean, no, I'm pretty much gone. That's not.
I think you can get the lavender fragrance one.
Alma, it's white. It's not.
I appreciate your.
Think about what that would do to your skin.
Well, the other thing too is think about how it would just make you feel. Like even if she's trying not to feel like it's offensive to her, unless she smells, because that's something else that we don't know.
She smells. She probably still isn't offended because she can smell herself, and she's not doing anything about it.
Not everybody who smells can smell.
By the time you can smell me, I can smell me.
But not everybody can smell themselves.
Yeah. Most people get used to it.
Bessie said, respectfully decline.
Well, it's kind of like, people have their breath or whatever. When they have breath, they don't. Do what they do.
Right.
But I think at the end, there needs to be a conversation. Hey, ask. I mean, is that kind of your thing, or do you do something with me because we can be, we're 4 months in. We can kind of be honest about this, and let me see what I can do. If I need to do something that can help that situation, then I'm doing that for me and for you.
Right, run a bath that's already ready when he gets there, and see how that goes.
Exactly. Keisha mentioned that before. That can be something that'll build the bond, but it'll help remedy the situation too.
Yeah.
So, wow.
No.
Oh my goodness. All righty now. So we don't have any advice for you, lady.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
Run
we
for
do.
the
Yes, we do.
run.
Yes, we
When
do.
he leaves,
Yes,
you
Pick
right.
another
move.
one.
They said
You
if
move so he can never come to
yeah,
your
yeah,
house
yeah,
again.
Go back to
yeah,
that dating site and
yeah,
hit the
yeah.
button for the next guy.
That's like I
Swipe.
said,
Yeah,
telling you.
that's our advice.
No.
All righty, you guys, let's listen to the last question for the evening.
What can-
Hi, Alma. Here is this week's Ask Alma question. Here we go. Dear Alma, I love my husband and he loves me. We have a very, very happy marriage and we have been married for 15 years. We have no kids by choice. He and I work out and we're in great shape. We work hard at being physically attractive for each other. Lately, my husband has asked me to do something I oppose. He wants me to get breast implants. He is a great husband and I want to make sure I do everything to look good for him. But I'm scared. Should I have the surgery even if I don't want to do it? Alrighty, turn it over to you, Alma.
Thanks, Javon. That's my goddaughter. Okay, so that question is if your partner asks you to get breast implants and you really don't want to, should you do it anyway? And they are
No.
married, so I shouldn't say like your friend or your partner, your spouse. Should you do it?
No.
Unnecessary surgery.
It's
Really?
not
Not
in
at
this
all.
day.
Look, people are getting those taken out
Yeah.
Out.
because of the dangers and things like that, and that's an enhancement. And if
The
that's
surgery.
your comfort level, for your body, back to this, it's your body. Yes, you are the married partner. It's her body. She has to do what's comfortable for her. But again, the danger with those things now, people are having things taken out now that they wanted to get. And
Yeah.
people are removing things because of the danger that's involved
Right.
with them. You see it all the time now. Unnecessary surgery, what Keisha's about to say, I just don't think you should do it. And
And
why?
it's not even her choice,
Why?
Ken.
I was
Like
gonna
you
say, I
said,
don't think
Why?
surgery isn't even the issue. The issue
Yeah.
is that he is trying to alter her body, and he's
I'm
her husband. It's not like
right.
he just let her
Like
off
not
street.
even not even taking. He's supposed to be the first person to take care of her.
That's what I'm saying. So
They're supposed to take care of each
Right.
other.
yes.
To
So why are
just
we doing
because you just want. I mean, we all
Why?
have preferences and all
Right.
like different things, but
why?
that's not who you marry.
I was
So
watching this thing, and the woman said something like, even if Beyonce walks in the room, I'm supposed to be the baddest chick for him. And
right.
if you and I know marriages have all kinds of stages, but if you start to decide you want to surgically alter the person that you're with, I think you really have to start questioning whether you should be together still. That's
Yeah,
just
but do husbands really think that? And I know what kind of husband you are, Ken. So this isn't addressed to you, but I think you could actually have a husband who thinks it's totally fine for him to ask you that.
Right,
Like
right.
he is not even deep enough.
right.
Yeah,
You
because they
know.
think they think their wives should look a certain way or be a
Yeah.
certain way, whether it involves that or something else. How they
Right.
eat, how much they work out. Some people think their wives should look a certain way to please them and be,
Yeah.
and that's just
I
not.
knew a
You
woman.
want to please your partner and
Right.
all the ways you can, but to do excessive stuff that might
Yeah.
be a thing is just a no.
I
That
want to
could
see
be
a picture of
deadly.
the husband.
Right.
What the husband look like.
Yeah,
What he got going on?
That's
We gonna get him some
another
calf
question.
implants.
Yeah,
What
Right.
are we doing?
Come
What are we
on,
doing for
bulk
the
right.
up. We gonna
Right.
bulk up.
You want somebody to look a certain way, and what are you
Listen.
doing? What are you doing?
I knew a
Okay, I
woman
want
who ate
Idris
lettuce.
Alba. Go look like
Exactly.
Idris.
Go
And then come
change it.
back and I'll think about it, or buy a push-up bra, one or the other.
Yeah.
But I knew a woman who ate lettuce for lunch because her husband told her she could not gain
And
any weight.
yeah. And
And that was her sacrifice.
Are they still together?
I don't know. We used to work together. I'm not
Yeah.
sure. Probably not. I
Right,
doubt
right.
it because if
Right.
he wants all of that up front, people change. You're gonna change.
Mary Lou says, I think there may be a part of his body that may need an implant.
Yeah, I
I was
thinking
trying
that
not to
too,
go there,
Mary
Mary
Lou.
Lou,
Right.
but this is what I'm saying.
I think we
Yeah,
all
you
thought
were
that.
right, Mary
You
Lou,
go
but-
first.
We hear these stories. We hear these stories all the time, and one recently where a woman, while her husband was away, lost all the weight that she had. And
he was in
became
the
this,
military or
and
something.
he didn't want her. He was like, I don't. What did you do? Like, I liked you the way you were, and there's different reasons why we want our mates to look a certain way. Do we want the attention, or do we not want the? There's a million. But to ask someone to have, she says they're in great shape. They work out together. They do all these things. They're healthy. They do all of this, and now all of a sudden he needs her to have bigger breasts.
Yeah.
What's next?
Yeah. Right. I like Sean says, if dude can't see her inner beauty, then his eyes are faulty.
Oh,
yes,
that's true, Sean. That's true.
Yeah, because I mean, because as the years go by, things change. Everything change. Like things will change for him.
All of us.
Things will change for her. It's not just the women. It's both sides. So I agree with you guys. We're talking about surgery.
Yeah.
But the issue, I think, really, besides the fact that he's asking her, the issue is that she doesn't want to do it. If he said, baby, I think you would look good with some double D's, and she's like, you're right. Because there are couples that go get tattoos together. There are couples that do all kinds of things together. If she thought, oh yeah, you know what? Let's save up some money so I can get new breasts. But she doesn't want to do it, and I think that a no is a no. And we've said all the time, no is a complete sentence. And be done with it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah.
I think it was Michael. Yep, Michael Oliver. She's not his property, because that's what when I read the question, that's what it seemed like to me. Right. That if you make that kind of request of someone, then you think that they are your property.
Right. Yeah. And she has to live with that too. Right. If she were to get that done, that's her body. Okay, he'll have his whatever his goal is there, but she has to live with that and her body, and so that's why as Dee is saying, the fact that he's asking her, that's one no for me, and the fact that she doesn't want to do it, that's two strikes already. So we're already
he's gonna be at cocktail parties telling everybody I bought those.
I know, right?
Oh my gosh!
Stroke the male ego, and
what do you think of those? Feel them; they feel so real. Like
that's not what we're doing.
Become the center of
become the property.
Yeah,
become
I would feel bad even asking that question.
Yeah, I wouldn't feel comfortable. But we all know that there are some people who feel very comfortable asking it and expect you to do it.
Expect.
Yeah. Was a lady? Remember the woman who? I got all these news stories in my head. The woman whose husband was, I think, a plastic surgeon. He was doing all kinds of. She was getting a procedure every year or something, and he was still cheating with his office manager. So she killed him, which is
right.
No other thing.
Well, that escalated.
She called him. She caught him at a hotel with the woman, and she ran him over with her car. And then backed up. She could have got away with it if she had just hit him once.
The one time,
but she reversed and backed up and hit him again. But she had done all these surgeries to make him happy. Right. To look like he wanted her to look, and it still wasn't good enough for him.
Yeah. So you'll never make anybody happy like that. And I mean, so this is clearly somebody that's seeing what you see out, what you see on TV, what you see.
Right.
It's just want more, and it ends up with you getting run over.
Bessie says she has some 44 double D's he can have.
I saw that.
Call her.
Now listen.
That's
I'm right there with you. And and it ain't for nobody but me. Thank you very much. And Sean said if he's unhappy with her breast or her looks, the marriage has to be doomed. Right. If you're making those kind of demands, then you're not in it for the right reasons.
Right. Because I'm thinking he's looking at other, my wife would look.
Right, he's looking at somebody else.
Looking at something else, and wanting that in his household. But again, as you all are saying, he's gonna want more, and he'll want more.
He needs to go buy a new car or something.
That's what I'm like. Go put some new tires, get some new rims for your
something else for you to talk about and you can sit back and admire that. So
get some new rims. And Keisha, we had that question one time. Do you remember the woman? Her husband was away, and she bought a new car. He was in the military. She wanted a new car, and he was like, "We can't afford it right now. Don't get it." But she got it anyway. But
she didn't come home with new boobs.
No, she didn't come home with new
take that car
Take
back.
the car back.
Right.
Right. So there's the answer. Like when you have a question, and you need to figure out if it's something that you want to do or you're not sure about it. If you can't take it back or you can't return it, then don't do it. So our advice to you
she's
is
lived her
no,
whole
because you
life
don't
with
really
the
want to
breasts
do
that
it.
she has. She's probably very comfortable in her
Yeah.
own body, and clearly
Yeah.
she feels good about herself.
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
the one with the problem.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
So he should go get the boobs.
He
But
needs
yeah.
to stop watching TV and find something
Right.
else to
He's
do.
watching too many
He's
of
watching
those.
the
Way
wrong
too
kind of
much.
TV. Yeah.
She needs to turn off the internet for a little while. Turn off the Wi-Fi.
Or the people in the gym that you're looking at, because she
Right.
said they both go to the gym all the time. So
Yeah. Oh yeah, that too.
you got to get past the gym. It's nice that you guys go together, but there are other things that y'all can do together too.
Together.
Much is true.
Absolutely.
Yay!
Spend that money on a
Panel.
vacation.
Yeah, go somewhere. I love this panel. Thank you, you guys, for joining us tonight. It was fantastic. And I am sending y'all love and hugs. Love and hugs. See the heart. Love and hugs.
And hospital wipes. I think you should start putting out wipes. In a nice little pink container.
Get some merch.
Smelling like antiseptic.
Right. Lavender and jasmine wipes.
I don't care what.
Moment.
I don't care what scent they are. They're
Right, no
big
lavender.
industrial wipes, no matter what scent they are. That's
you get the robe and the slippers and the little mask and the wipes.
Let's say, ask Alma. Y'all come back and see us next Tuesday. Please, we'll be here 7 o'clock and we'll have a fantastic show for you. Bye, everybody. Thanks again.
Bye, Keisha. Bye, Ken.
All right, bye, D.